Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Back of the House podcast. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Easy.
Welcome back, Easy.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go. Wah, 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 wah. Shout out to Faya. She's the one that just put us on that, right?
Yeah.
Going wah 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 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's my version.
So she wants to be on the show next.
Hey, there's an open seat right now.
Yeah.
You can call her up right now and just say, "Let's go. Get on the phone."
Get on the phone.
Yeah. Shout out. Hey, you're always welcome, Faya.
I know.
Come in.
Let's
Or we'll
go.
go to Whiskey River.
Yeah.
We'll do a little episode.
Let's do that next weekend.
Next weekend.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think that'll be
Let's go
fun.
jump
Just
in
get
there.
out of the studio. I think this will be the first time we get out of the studio this season anyways,
Probably
right?
so. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. And
Past 8 episodes.
yeah, and Whiskey River's our home is away from home, right?
True.
Shout out to Richard Hayslip, the owner, right? You know,
Right.
he's,
We got a lot of
doing good
plugins
things.
over there.
Plugins.
Yeah. Like
Oh
we
yeah,
got-
electrical plugins.
Yeah, electrical plugins.
We sit right next to
I
it and
know.
everything.
Hell yeah, we maybe get, a little
What I
appetizer.
probably do need before we go
Yeah.
is some headphones.
Okay.
Because right now you're holding the headphone just to make sure there's connection, and you can listen to us.
Yeah, I had to twist some wires together, but
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Here we are.
Hey, we're from the barrio.
Hey, we figure it out.
Yeah. I look forward to our time with Faya. And
Yeah.
Actually, her name is Victoria.
Victoria,
Yeah.
right?
The other day, I think we posted something on our Facebook, and one of our previous guests said what's up, or he liked what we posted, and he says he just loves the Back of the Alley podcast. Because
But
Jesse,
that was a little inside joke,
yeah,
right?
it's a joke.
Hopefully it
because
was.
on this show he was
yeah,
like,
he
yeah,
did
I was
back of the alley.
Back of the Alley
Yeah,
podcast. So,
that's-
because that's we could do that too.
Hell
I
yeah.
guess that's
Yeah.
that's the After Hours podcast.
That's right.
That's the one
After hours.
the 18 and over.
Yeah.
Podcast where we
I
like,
feel it.
hey, Destiny and Star, what are y'all
Hell
doing?
yeah.
How did y'all make it?
You
through
know
the-
what? I'm a very poor man.
Yeah.
But whenever I get a good paycheck, I like to give it to charity.
Oh yeah.
And whenever
Which
she's not working, I give it to Destiny.
yeah, Destiny. I think we talked about that once about our names and everything. And you're Ziggy Hill, of course. And
Yeah.
I'm Solo X.
Well
and-
ago, Solo
Yeah.
X.
And so I would love to know what other people out there, their adult film star name would be.
Yeah.
And
I think that should be a question that we ask all of our guests from here.
that's going to
on
be
out. It's
this
like,
week's question.
Yeah.
All right, street you grew up on,
Street you grew up on, and
And
your pet.
the first pet.
Your first
So,
pet.
I'm Solo X.
Ziggy
Y'all
Hill.
already know.
You already know.
Ziggy Hill from
He's
Alpine,
already-
Texas.
He already made his time.
We already had an interview
Yeah.
with Ziggy Hill.
We already had an interview with Ziggy Hill,
Yeah.
and he's already starting his own show.
Starting the
He's-
new series, a
yeah.
dramatic series.
Dramatics. Hello.
Yeah, but shout out to everyone that continues to listen to us.
Thank you.
We may take about a week off sometimes, a couple weeks.
Sometimes it's
in
needed.
between. Yeah, and Easy hasn't been in the studio in about a month or so.
It feels like about a month.
Yeah, I think it has been a month because you were eating with somebody.
Yeah,
and then,
family.
yeah, family was in town, and
Yeah.
we discussed that, and we were like, and going a little bit on that, whenever someone comes into town, does it kind of throws everything off that you already had plans
Oh
for?
my goodness, yeah.
Yeah,
Because you know what? They make you feel bad
yeah,
if you don't show up.
exactly.
And in a Mexican family,
Yeah.
it's just kind of... Okay, Mexican family, right? You can't
Right.
do right or you can't do wrong.
Yeah,
You know what? If
Yeah.
you have bad credit, you can't buy a house.
yeah.
Oh, this puto's got bad credit,
Right, right,
blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
But once you get good credit,
Oh,
now he's
yeah,
got
you
good
think you're
credit.
bad now. You
Now
think
you're
you're
all
bad.
badass and
Now you-
everything.
Now you got 3 rooms.
Now you got a bigger house.
Now you got
oh,
2-car
wow,
garage.
Chingon over here.
Next you want trees.
Yeah. Oh, don't ask to stay in his house. He won't let you.
Right, on his fancy carpet.
Yeah. Fucking.
He's got
fucking-
hot water. Woo. Man, why would we do that to ourselves?
Dude, I don't know, but it's funny, right?
It is funny. It is
like
funny.
every I don't, and I know it's just not I think my family is pretty funny about
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
it's just kind of like like I was like, hey, I got my podcast
Yeah,
night,
yeah,
so
yeah.
can we move it? Oh, well, you got a podcast. Oh, your podcast is more important than us, or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like that whenever you have someone that and they've gone through their rough times or whatever, and they're like, oh, they got a new job, and you should be happy for them. Like, hey, yeah, they got a great job. They're getting back on their feet. But no, first things that we said, the marihuano.
Yeah.
The one that's always drunk.
Yeah.
He's got a job.
He's good now.
He's good. What? Oh, wait till he
Oh,
messes
yeah,
it up.
yeah.
He's gonna mess that up.
Yeah, he is. Watch. Give him 3
Yeah,
months.
I give him
3
3 months.
months.
You
And
want
then
to
it
bet?
becomes a betting situation.
You want to bet?
Yeah, like 2 weeks into it, 3 weeks. Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
Poor
remember,
guy.
you owe me $5, fool.
Yeah. Because
For what? Remember when Beto? He didn't fucking keep his job.
Yeah, he didn't keep his job. They
Nah,
kicked him out
nah.
because he was stealing again.
No, he was good. He was good. No, he wasn't, fucker.
No,
You know, something.
no, we
you
said
know.
3 weeks, but
Yeah.
he lasted 4 weeks.
He lasted 4 weeks. Oh, that doesn't count. I don't know if that's my family exactly,
Right,
but
right,
it just
right.
seems like, you know, like that's. I don't want to say it's for the most part. It's just kind of like every Mexican family finds your flaws,
Right,
and
right.
they're not afraid to bring it up.
They're not.
Right?
They're not. Yeah, it's Do you know your flaws?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially my nickname growing up, Flaco.
Flaco.
Right
Okay.
now you're fat.
What
Why
happened?
they call you Flaco?
Right.
Bitch, like that was like whenever I grew up a little late. Okay.
But you can also say, we called you Shorty too.
Yeah.
Right? And
Chapito.
you're
Whatever.
You're tall now.
Now I'm tall.
You're
I'm
tall.
a fucking swan.
You're a swan.
I'm a swan now,
Yeah.
bitch.
Man,
I'm a peacock.
T-shirt right there.
I'm a
I'm a
peacock.
swan. I'm a swan now.
Swan, bitch. Dude, I was telling somebody, like, they didn't
Yeah.
believe me. They're like, dude, I bet you always been tall. I was like, no, fuck, I was not.
No.
Like, I think I hit a growth, like, I maybe we talked about this on the
Right,
podcast
right.
100 million times, but I did not hit a growth spurt till after high school.
Right.
Like, at 19, I grew like 4 inches. You know, I was like 5'5", and 5, because now
Yeah.
I'm 5'10", 5'11" on a good day, right?
Right.
5'11". Let's go 5'11".
Yeah, I would say 6 foot. Just say
6
whatever.
foot. I'm taking
one
it.
more inch, right?
Yeah, 1 more inch. No, but yeah, dude. Like, I didn't grow into my body till I was probably
Yeah,
like 20,
yeah.
21. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Well, I complimented you earlier on your hair.
Oh, thanks,
you got
bud.
a nice little fade going on.
yeah,
You got a nice
Starting to care
situation there.
starting to care a little
your
bit.
beard, your beard is really kept. It's not
Yeah.
like it looks looking fancy
Thanks,
over here.
bud.
Yeah.
You know, it took me only 4 years to get here. 5 years.
42.
Yeah, here we are.
42 years.
43.
3. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it only took me 5 years to
Well, you
get
didn't
here.
have hair when you were born, right? Were you a full headed hair baby?
Nah.
Yeah, so
I know you were.
probably so.
Yeah, you were fucking like
my
just-
eyebrows at least.
Dude, I know you already came in with a full fro, dog.
Man, my mom said straight up, hurt my feelings. She's like,
What?
"Mijo, you have a lot of hair on your arms, on your hands. I didn't realize you had hair on your fingers." I'm like, "Thanks, Mom. I'm really insecure about
Yeah.
all this here.
Well, at least you didn't like shave it off or anything.
I should have. I would. I think
You're looking good.
At least my wife likes it.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
But
How's your
yeah.
back?
My back.
Is it
Oh,
sweet?
yeah, I don't have any back hair.
Oh.
No. I
Chest
may have
hair?
stragglers, right?
Yeah.
Just have things,
Yeah.
wild hairs.
Just
growing
something
up.
she like plays with one little tiny hair, and you're just like,
No,
quit.
I don't have. I have a little bit
Quit.
of chest hair,
Do you?
but I don't. There's nothing like gets stuck in my anchor chain or
Oh,
anything like
okay.
that.
All right.
It doesn't
All right.
do anything
Yeah.
like that. I'm not gonna be in a norteño band pretty
Yeah.
soon.
Dude, I dreamed about that
Yeah.
one time. I was like, dude. So every time when I use it at the bars,
Yeah.
getting crazy.
Right.
Every time I'd get rejected,
Yeah.
I would unbutton a button down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you just saw my little, I would call it my little cinnamon sugar. You get to see a little cinnamon sugar right here, because that's all it was. It was like a little patch. It
As
was like
soon
a
as
little
you said
soap
that.
patch. It wasn't like a strip or anything. It's just like little stragglers.
Even
on
it
my chest.
was or
No,
it is.
It
Oh,
is.
okay.
I don't
was
have
like
very
saying,
much hair,
you,
chest hair.
You shaved it since.
No, I don't have very much chest hair, but it's
Yeah.
just kind of like just in the middle,
Yeah.
little cinnamon sugar.
First thing I just remembered was, or just thought of, is like that song, Watermelon Sugar.
Yeah.
It's like cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah, that watermelon sugar is opposite side of the body part, bud.
Uh
They're talking about vagina juice.
oh. Okay.
I don't know if you know that or not.
I'm a virgin.
The more you know.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
I'm expecting you to date
Hell
him.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Dude, that's been my saying. Like, I'm like, you can't leave.
I'm
They're like,
pregnant.
yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm like, no, you can't. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
No, I'm leaving. I'm pregnant. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Eric. I'm pregnant. I'm coming after you.
Right. Don't you see? I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh, you're just gonna leave me
obvious?
like this.
Yeah.
So that's been my big thing I've been saying lately.
How many girls have you left because they were pregnant?
Oh my goodness. No, not too many.
That none.
None.
That rings a bell.
Daniel, I can't be saying too much of this.
I know,
stuff.
right?
Golly.
God, you would have.
I'm over here trying to repair a love life. No.
Men do that, right?
Right.
We like get scared and run to Mexico.
Yeah. Ooh.
I've I've been to Mexico a couple times.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But I remember just kidding with my wife or whatever
Yeah.
when we were dating and whatever. I'd be like, you know, what if we come out pregnant? Well, then I guess I'm going to Mexico.
Yeah.
Because I'll be in Mexico. I'll be
That's
in Tecozautla, Hidalgo.
You don't want to tell her where you're gonna go.
She's not gonna fight me.
Oh yeah.
It's it's the city, but
Yeah.
the ranchos out there. There's
Okay.
many.
All right. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah. Shout out to my gente, my gente in Hidalgo.
They'll cover you up.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
A lo mejor están en ese rancho allá.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of going right, you go left.
And all you hear is like,
right. That's it.
and then the uncle from the restaurant comes out.
Okay.
He's like, you looking for Daniel?
Hey, yeah. Hey, who are you? Why you need Daniel? He's got pretty good English. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's,
They gotta have.
He's got right. He's in Hidalgo.
This is now
Yeah.
Telemundo series.
Right. And this episode of the well, I forgot what we were gonna call it.
The
It's like
American Life or something.
the American Saga or whatever that we were gonna that we still are in the works of.
Yeah.
We're in talks with
As you
Sony
could tell.
Pictures.
As you could tell.
With Sony Pictures, we're getting the script going.
Okay, next week for sure we'll have planned
something
out.
right,
For real,
right.
for real.
So in this episode, our main character,
yeah.
Placido. I don't know. I do have a
What-
cousin named Placido. Shout out.
What you
to,
want with Daniel?
What do you want for Daniel?
Oh, so now you make an appearance.
Yeah. I was like, the writer makes the appearance, just like Stan Lee.
I like it. Yeah.
Stan Lee comes in and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" He's a DJ at the
here
Nudie
we
bar,
are.
Yeah. I was like, "What you want with Daniel?" And like, "I'm carrying his baby." Like, you're just like the other one that came here.
No.
Are we at the club here?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought we were in the
I was
DJ.
talking about Stan Lee being DJ.
I know that I was being Stanley DJ. No voice background noise. Sorry.
Oh, I thought we were in the restaurant.
I don't know.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
that's be part of the show, right? The part of the saga.
That you just make an appearance somewhere.
Sometimes some shows do random things, right?
Yeah,
Like a story comes out of this story.
that's true.
Yeah,
And they got spin-offs.
yeah, spin-offs and everything like that. But yeah. I mean,
All
that's
right.
something that we can get into. But
yeah.
but I remember back in the day, I'd be like telling my girl, "Now, if you come out pregnant, I guess I'm going to Mexico.
Yeah.
I'll be in Mexico, I guess.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do?"
Well, that was a lot more nicer than what I would have said.
Oh yeah, what'd you say?
Time to get that coat hanger, girl.
Dang, dude.
Gotta get rid of this thing.
So trying to drink some bleach.
Ah.
That's not good.
Dude.
This happens for real,
Dude.
easy.
I know, right? But
just saying
we got a real dark sense of humor,
We
right?
should
Well, I
do.
do.
I
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
All right.
all right.
How did you feel the very first time that you were like, "Hey, Daniel,
Uh-huh.
we're pregnant"?
I can, and my wife already knows this, but one day she came up. We're in front of my mom's house, it's grandpa's house, where I lived. And she goes, "I got something to tell you," and I'm like, "Okay." And so this is in June. My birthday just passed. She's giving me a birthday present.
22 years old.
I was 26.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm kind of older guy
I'm
by this time.
kidding, because I was 27. Somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I was I think it was 25. I think we all had our kids.
No, yeah. We had them right next to each other.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
had to have been either 26 because I was 27.
I think we were 26 when we all had our kids.
Right.
So we're 25 when they let us know.
Yeah. Okay,
Right,
that
yeah.
makes some more sense.
So I turned 25, right? And then it's my birthday week, and lo and behold, the San Antonio Spurs win the championship.
Hey, you know what?
It was swept. I think it was Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay, so now's a good time to tell you.
She comes up, and I'm expecting something from her. My sister just gave me my Spurs championship hat, my
Let's
T-shirt.
go.
I'm wearing it. I'm like, look at my shirt.
Let's go.
So I got something to tell you. I was like,
Tell her
okay.
this.
And then
I don't know if you saw this or not, honey, but
Oh.
did you see my shirt?
watch out, watch. so she goes, I have something to tell you. And I thought she was going to give me a birthday present, right? Because she had something in her hand.
Yeah.
And she showed it to me, and it was the pregnancy test.
Oh boy.
It says positive.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, the Spurs just won the championship.
Yeah.
The Spurs just won the championship.
Of course.
But yeah, and then it hit later on, probably
Yeah.
about 4 years later.
Have you ever seen that one video, that one reel, where the girl gives him a pregnancy test, right? And she gives it to him in a gift. And
Oh, yes.
he's all excited. He's all like, "Oh, okay." You know, he opens it up. He's like, "Why would you go on a trip when you have COVID?"
You're right. Why are you going to do this? You know we're going to go see my
Yeah.
grandparents.
Yeah.
How
Why
we-
would you go up there and spread? And she's like, "No, that's not what it is." And he's like, "Yes,
You
it's
got
exactly what it is.
COVID?
You got COVID, dude." I wonder, dude. That was like the most perfect,
Yeah.
perfect
That's
thing ever.
hilarious.
It is funny.
How did you find out with that year?
It was just kind of a card.
A card?
Yeah,
Okay.
she had written me a little card, and I was like, "Oh,
Okay.
okay."
Decipher it.
And I just thought like it was just like a little bit of a joke. And then I was like, "You serious?"
Yeah.
She goes, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Oh." And the very first thing, like I was like, "Oh," and you know, being a young man,
Yeah.
you don't know where they're at
Yeah.
in this. Well, I didn't know exactly, you know, where I
Yeah.
felt like I was like, "So,
So
what
what are you going to do about
What
it?
are we doing?" And I just kind of left it open, and like then she goes, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, I don't
Yeah.
know." You know what I mean? So it was kind of a weird moment like that, and then once you have the talk, it's kind of like, "Oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
We got this.
We got this. We're gonna do it."
Yeah.
But that was,
Yeah.
and then the second one just kind of happened out of nowhere, and you're just like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
no, quit it.
Yeah.
And then just kind of go off from there. But yeah, it's kind of funny,
Yeah.
right? 'Cause
I don't remember how I think she also gave me a little note, and for our second one, and you know, of course we were already, you know, together and married, and
Right.
so it wasn't as scary. Yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't really hit you until like, you know, when I don't even think it really still hits you.
Yeah.
Like right now, we got 16-year-old kids, bud.
16. Okay. Well, you know, shout out to my daughter.
Yeah.
16 years old, and she got a job.
Look at her.
She got her little job. She's a busser
Let's go.
at a restaurant.
Let's go.
She enjoys. She's liking it.
Good.
She's going through there. You know, she's like, my feet hurt. You know, getting
She's-
$6 an hour.
She's talking about old people stuff or
Yeah.
older people stuff.
Her back's hurting.
My
and
back's hurt. I don't know if I
Yeah,
want to go in.
but man, it's crazy. $6 an hour plus
Yeah.
tips, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, my tips better be good because I worked 6 hours today.
Yeah.
It's $36. Hopefully, I have some good tips.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, we'll see. You know, like you don't have to stay there. Like
Right.
you can always move if you don't feel it. But she's like, no, it doesn't look good on your resume if you leave after 1 or 2 months. You know, I want to stay there as long as I can. And
Yeah.
work and and I think about it, and I think about you too. You know, because you've been in the restaurant business, and you feel like you've had really rewarding experiences in the restaurant
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
And I think like, hey, this is probably something good. I've been in the restaurant business maybe once or twice, but I'd never. It was 2 weeks, probably 3 weeks, and I
Right.
was like, done. I'm not doing this. But hopefully she continues, and she's 16, right? And she's doing her own thing. She's
Is it at a major restaurant? or is it-
major restaurant.
Okay.
It's,
Oh.
yeah. So she's
That's
working.
something, and you know the funny thing is that that no one really looks at, but you know the assistant managers there, or maybe a man. I'm not saying she's going to get this far,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But even let's just say, push comes to
Yeah.
shove, she makes a career out of it. No, managers they're making like pretty close to like 75 a year.
Wow. Yeah.
Some you know GMs they're probably making like 100.
Yeah.
So I mean it's not like a bad thing to kind of get into, but I
No.
mean I'm not saying she is, but you know.
No, that's
You know, but it's just not, you know, kind of growing with something like
Right.
that is got to be beneficial.
well. I tell you, yeah. I mean, it's. Have you ever seen Anthony Bourdain?
Yeah.
And he always talks about the back kitchen, right? In the restaurant business, they call it the back of the
Yeah.
house, right? That's not where we
Shout
got
out.
this route, yeah. But there's just a whole culture back there. And she sees it too. It's like there's nothing but Hispanic people. There's Mexicans. They're all
Right.
talking Spanish. They're all cooking Italian food.
Right.
And then they're always trying to talk to her in Spanish. She doesn't really know Spanish. But But it's just like it's a whole. They're jamming out in the kitchen,
Yeah.
but then you go in through the doors and you go into the restaurant. It's all Italian music
Right,
and
it's all
stuff.
like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so, but but I think it's just a rewarding experience right now for her, even though she just started and she's gonna make her up her
Yeah.
mind, if she wants to be there or not. But just to work for whatever she's getting,
right,
and she's actually working for it,
yeah,
and making little connections and talking to people, getting out of her shell,
right.
and I think it's just gonna be a rewarding experience for her.
Good.
Hopefully,
Good. That's
she
exciting to hear about.
yeah, it is. So hopefully, and she's a really hard worker, so
Yeah.
I'm proud of her for that too.
And you know what? We kind of look at our kids, and this is me too. Like I think that we put our kids in the situations and we
Yeah.
look at them different, right?
Yeah.
But we don't put them outside their box,
Right.
So like we look at our daughter. I mean, I don't know. I look at my daughter and I'm like, "Geez, you just fucking lay around here.
Yeah.
You don't do shit.
Yeah,
blah blah blah." But once they get out into the working force,
Yeah.
I bet you. I mean, I bet you my kids are just damn hard workers. I
Yeah.
know that they would
Yeah.
be. You know what I mean? And but it's just because we don't see them in that light. We just see them at home all the time
Yeah,
on
just
their
doing that,
on their fucking iPads or whatever,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. But I just
Yeah.
think it's pretty funny. But I know whenever I put my kid in a situation, either one of them in a situation where they
Mhm.
have to work. I mean, it's just nonstop. They're like,
Right.
"What else do we gotta do? What else are we gonna go? Whatever
Yeah.
the case may be."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty neat to hear.
Yeah. No, and I think I'm patting ourselves in the back as far as being parents, and just a
Good
reflection of us, right?
Yeah.
Just her work ethic. All those mornings that we told her to wake up and clean the kitchen and clean
Right.
the this and wash the dishes and this and that are paying off because
Yeah.
she brings that ethic. She's like, hey, y'all need to clean this right, or she's like, there's a buster that doesn't do this right, and I have to go over there and clean it
Yeah.
and this and that, and I just she's just on top of her game there
Yeah.
right now, and so
Well, that's good.
hopefully she likes it, and I think the restaurant business can be very rewarding.
I always tell my kids this. I was like,
Yeah.
I want your first job, your first big job, to be in a
Yeah.
restaurant. I mean, just think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 16 years old.
Yeah,
Get off of school,
right.
go to work. You're hungry.
Yeah,
Hey, guess what? I go to work and eat.
yeah,
Almost got a free meal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a discount or
yeah.
whatnot.
It's discounted.
But you're gonna get fed.
Yeah,
You eat, get there early enough, eat,
Yeah.
get ready for your shift, go to work, get off,
yeah.
come home. You're about ready to do your homework, whatever you gotta do, and continue
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
But I mean, I always, and plus, that's gonna help also humble her,
yeah.
right?
It is
Because
it
I mean,
does,
you look,
yeah.
she's not gonna look at other people or maybe herself. She's not too good to pick up a dish,
Exactly.
or if she puts her hand in food, it's
Yeah.
and it's
She
not
has.
happen.
She talks about it.
Yeah, she goes like, "Oh my god, it's gross." But here in the next couple of months, she's just gonna be, "Oh well, fuck it,
Yeah.
just clean it off and
Yeah.
let's go." You know
exactly.
what I mean?
And she's already like, you know what? Nothing gets to me now.
Yeah,
I'm so used to it. People, I'm just throwing food away. It gets on me or whatever. I'm just like,
Yeah.
whatever. And so it was funny things that she has to wear a certain attire, right?
Yeah.
And so she's my black shirt, black pants, and some shoes, black non-slip shoes.
right.
So I guess we don't really know the concept of non-slip. So we go look for actual non-slip shoes, which I think they're for the elderly people. That what we got her were for the elderly people because it won't slip.
Yeah.
So, but I wonder, do you think if you being
Skechers always makes a pretty good.
so Skechers,
Skechers, and
Yeah.
they're pretty comfortable.
yeah. So we got her from Walmart. Some
I mean,
$20,
that's cool.
$30
It's good.
ones.
Yeah, it's good.
But she says, man, I think I need some new shoes.
Once her paycheck comes in, she buys
Yeah.
her own non-slip
Yeah,
shoes. She can buy
exactly.
whatever she
yeah,
wants.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of her. She's
Good.
making that leap, and so yeah, I'm proud of my daughter. And
Yeah, but
she's doing
that's
her
one
thing.
thing I always say. I'm like, man, let if you're going to college,
Yeah.
shoot, get in the restaurant bitches,
Right,
Because
right.
I mean, even after, let's just say a year or so, she
Yeah.
gets pretty comfortable. She starts waiting tables.
Mhm,
She
yeah.
makes more money. She always has money in her pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff like that. So
I'm just hoping that they come through with those tips.
Yeah.
Because $6 an hour is.
well, like
Rough.
in tips, even you find yourself tipping more, right?
Yeah.
Let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
You find yourself tipping more than what you did,
Yeah.
5-6
Of
years
course,
ago.
yeah.
You find yourself tipping $10, $6,
Or at least 15,
$7.
20%
Yeah.
rather. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot more people have, our age.
Yeah.
A lot more people I think have worked in the industry now that they're
Mhm.
given more money. So I know bartenders now that whenever they go to other bars,
Right.
they give their friends $30 tips,
Yeah,
and you're just like,
'cause,
and I look at them, I'm like, dude, no,
Not me.
I'm not giving that much. But it's just all it is. But
yeah.
it just kind of finds yourself right back around.
Well, at the end of the day, I know they split tips, so that's what
Yeah.
they do. And so I guess she's gonna get a percentage of the busser, like a busser, and then server, and I guess that's the only two people that split the tips.
Yeah,
So,
just kind of, but it is kind of just one of those deals. Like, man, and just let her know, it's gonna come back around.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a day that you don't make very much money, but guess what? On that Friday or Saturday, whenever it comes back around, you might come out there with like almost $80.
Yeah.
and then you get that with your check that you're
Yeah.
gonna get in 2 weeks. That's gonna be another $180. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right, yeah.
So you're gonna make $300 or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and you're probably making more money. And to be honest, she might make more money than a week than you do.
Yeah, because the tips and everything.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
just
as
never
long as
know.
so I mean, it's gonna be kind of weird, having your kid make more money than
Yeah.
you do at sometimes.
Well, she does have this elaborate dream that she's gonna. Nah, I say dream, but goal. Let's just go ahead and say goal.
Right.
She's gonna have a goal to save her money to buy a car, because right now she's doing driver's ed. So we've let her drive the car a lot, and she's doing
Right.
good. She's really strong on the pedal, like on the gas pedal. Like when she's doing her turns, it's a little fast, so
Yeah.
she's got to work on that. There's little things that she's got to work on, but she's coming around. She's going through driver's ed. She's going out with an instructor, and
Yeah.
helping them out. And
It's always kind of funny too, because I always tell my kids, even when they're driving, even Blaze, I'm starting to teach him now. But
Oh wow, yeah,
I'm like, dude, the car drives itself.
yeah,
Just let the car do its work. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
you're turning, obviously, just let the freaking car take off the brake.
yeah,
Don't mash on it.
yeah,
Just let it turn.
yeah. Just
so-
give it a little nudge, just a little nudge. That's all it
nudge.
is.
Yeah.
So, and tell her, just you control you're controlling this machine.
is so funny, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's so crazy that we got older kids.
Yeah, I know. That's
Ugh.
crazy.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate my
You
kids.
hate your kids.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, your son's gearing up for some sports this coming
Yeah,
year.
he's
Right?
gearing up. He's got basketball. He's
snap.
not gonna play football.
He's
no
not?
more, nah.
No.
I think he got hit a little too hard this year.
Yeah.
That he's just like, dude, I'm not built for this, Dad. And I was like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
I feel you. When I was younger,
Yeah.
I didn't play very much tackle, but
Yeah.
I did in the
That's right. You didn't
sixth-
do.
in the 7th and 8th grade I played, but after that, 9th,
No.
everyone kind of just started
Yeah.
surpassing me and
Wow.
gained 180 pounds, and I'm over here like 88 pounds or whatever.
Soaking
the case
wet.
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just was not for it, and I think that I would have been okay, but if I would have been in that weight group,
Yeah.
but I wasn't.
And then the mentality of it, right?
Yeah.
You have to have the mentality to.
Dude, I got hit so many times.
I got blindsided so many
Yeah,
times.
but that was the thing to do, right? You
Yeah.
just want to hurt somebody.
Yeah,
You weren't playing
and
football.
we were friends.
Yeah, we weren't playing football to play football. We were playing to hurt,
Yeah.
but that's what I tell my son. I'm like, dude, you can't, you don't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Like, if
Yeah.
you just find yourself jogging in place sometimes,
Yeah.
because, once you stop, you're done.
Yeah.
And I know that he got hit a couple of times where he's just like, this ain't worth it. This ain't it.
Right.
This ain't it.
Right. I'm not for this. Yeah. But he's doing a basketball.
Basketball and soccer this year, yeah.
Okay.
Well, his two go-tos every year
now
anyways.
is basketball.
Yeah,
so.
I think football was just one of those. What do you call it? Well, as a boy, I
Yeah.
think that you do got to play some sort
You
of
have to
physical
be, yeah.
sport,
Yeah.
right? So you at least
It's a rite of passage.
rite of passage to
Yeah.
play tackle football,
Yeah.
right? I was just too poor to play tackle YMCA,
Yeah.
so I had to wait till I got into junior high.
Yeah.
So I just really didn't get the full contact feeling until
Right.
junior high, which is I was like, nah.
And by that time, you play against kids that have been in tackle football,
Right.
3-4 years already.
Yep, not
and they're
me.
already lighting people up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, yeah. I think I played 1 year
Uh-huh.
YMCA, and that was kind of rough. But I just still remember that there's this one kid, and we grew up with him as far as going to junior high and high school. But he was a beast in elementary, man, and
Yeah.
he would beat me up as far as on the line. And made me cry a couple of times because he was hitting me hard, like he like
Right.
really going through me then. And so and then we became friends in high school, in middle school and high school
Yeah.
too. But and he became like a 6'4" monster, but back then he was probably about 5'8",
Right.
whatever, 5'7",
You're 5 foot.
I was maybe 5'2", probably,
Yeah.
maybe. But in this elementary, and then it's like, man, but we're all Mexican kids, right? So we're never gonna grow.
Right. Yeah.
And so but I remember him
Yeah.
just eating my lunch, man.
Dude, I remember I got hit so hard like twice.
Yeah.
Twice I got hit. And I lit up and
Yeah.
I was like, nope. I remember just laying on the floor for a little bit and like, do I want to get up? Do I want to get up?
Right. Am I dead yet?
Am I
asleep?
Am I alive?
Right. Is this heaven? I've lit up a couple of people too.
Yeah.
I remember.
I know. I was one of them.
Yeah. I remember there was this bigger guy. He was like 6. He was like in high school, in junior high. He was already 6 something, and but he was one of those big bears, right? Those guys that were just huge, but he just
Always.
never as aggressive as you wanted them to be, or
Right.
whatever. Everybody saw his height, right, and his bigness, right? He's a big guy. They're like, oh, he's gonna be amazing.
He's on everything.
Yeah,
He's gonna be on the football team. He's gonna be on the basketball team.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on everything.
but he wasn't aggressive. He didn't use his body. He didn't know what he had. As far as he didn't use the I guess the aggressiveness, the height, his everything, his strength.
right.
He didn't use his strength.
But he was still a kid.
Yeah, exactly,
what I
right?
mean?
He was
He
like
was-
12 years old,
Yeah,
13,
he's like,
right?
I'm not trying to hurt nobody.
I know. He's the sweetest guy ever,
Yeah.
right? I lit him up. I lit him up. It was be lit or be lit up, or
Yeah.
light someone up,
No
So
joke.
I was like, okay, it's me and the biggest guy I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this full force.
Dude, fun fact.
Yeah.
I remember you hitting me one time,
Yeah.
and you were playing around,
Yeah.
but we were actually in full pads,
Yeah.
and it was. I want to say it was. I want to say it was a little bit like after the play. 'Cause I remember kind of standing around,
Late hit.
and dude, you laid me the fuck out, right? And I remember getting hit, like I know, and then you're like, Eric, are you okay? And I was like, no, like I couldn't breathe, right? Dude, I remember going home, telling my mom,
Yeah.
like, Daniel hit me, like just fucking crying, dude. I was like, Daniel
feel
hit me
bad,
so
dude.
hard. Daniel hit me so hard. She's like, what, y'all are supposed to do? I was like, I know, but I felt like I'm his friend. He shouldn't hit me that hard. But it was just so funny because like I remember you hit me right now. I was like laid out like for a little bit. And I was like, I got up and I was like, okay, don't cry. And then like I could just hear my dad in the background like, don't cry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just getting up, and after that, and then you're like, Eric, are you okay? And then I was like, yeah. And then you went like this with your head. You went whack, like that, like hitting my head. I was like, stop hitting me. But I remember that day like it was yesterday because it was like a lighthearted
Yeah,
deal. But I
yeah.
was not expecting because I remember like it's already over, and I remember just standing around and just like whack.
Man.
And then, but I don't think you meant to do it as hard as you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's,
I don't think I apologize now.
No, don't.
30
But it was
years
just
later.
it was kind of funny though. And
Yeah.
I look back on it
Yeah.
because I was like, because I know it wasn't intentional, but but me being little and
Yeah.
you're like my best friend,
Yeah.
or you still are,
Yeah.
after all these years. But I was like, "Ma, he hit me." And she was like, well, y'all were playing football. I was like, I know, but I was standing still. But I don't know. Like
man.
7th grade, what are you, 12, 11 years old?
12, 7th grade, 12 years
Yeah.
old, yeah.
And I remember that day, dude. I was like, my mom was like, "You're being so," and then of course you get your dad in the background, like,
Yeah.
"Quit being a little baby, you're supposed to get and this and I was like, "But Daniel's my friend."
Dang. I remember Ramon, man, he could hit hard.
Yeah.
Ramon. I got trucked by him several times.
Yeah,
Like to the point I'm like, man, I don't even want. I see him get the ball. I'm like, okay, someone block me,
Yeah.
please. I'm looking for someone to block
anybody
me.
but him.
Yeah,
Like,
because I am not gonna hit. I'm not gonna go. You know how sometimes they do the bull in the ring.
Right.
They give the guy the ball, and then you're against him. You have to tackle.
Right.
It's just head on collisions.
Yeah.
Man, no.
Do you remember? I don't know if you remember now, but whenever like Raymond was like became the stud,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I remember that day.
The day
Yeah.
he became the stud.
Yeah, he was all like, they were like, man, that kid is bad.
And we're like, that's my friend.
Yeah.
That's my friend right there. He hung out with us before he was anybody.
Yeah, because it was like on the wrestling mat.
Yeah,
too,
it was a
right?
wrestling mat.
Yeah.
He picked up somebody. I
Yeah.
think he was picked up probably one of the bigger guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He became the man.
Yeah, we were all like, whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And I remember being little, and I was like, I'm friends with Daniel.
Yeah.
And Daniel, like, whatever. And then y'all started hanging out, and I was like, I'm right there with y'all, but like, I'm too little out here.
Yeah, I think I remember him because he just came into town and became me. And I think he was just speaking Spanish, and I spoke some Spanish, and we
Right.
just kind of hit it off, and
Yeah.
just the rest is history.
Right.
Became friends. We lived right down the street from each
Right.
other,
Uh-huh.
and we'd hang out and play basketball.
Right.
And, so yeah, but I remember
And
he
then,
became.
and then it became became a pod.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it
he
became,
did.
like,
But then there was a time
6-7 of us.
that he was initiated into the popular kids,
Right.
and then it's like,
Hey,
well,
We
I
gotta-
guess
hey,
I didn't get invited to that party,
Yeah.
but he did.
yeah. We had to figure out where the real friends were.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all too poor for me.
Yeah, I know. Y'all too right.
Fool, you live right down the street.
There can't be two poor people in the
can't.
popular
Yeah,
group.
yeah, can't be.
They already have a Mexican.
And Eric, you already know that. Yeah, and I was like, I get it.
Nah, I remember it's like then he gets invited somewhere, and I'm like, dude, can I tag along? He's like, yeah, come on,
Yeah.
we'll go over here
Yeah.
to the bluffs. There's a
Yeah.
party over here, or to the lake house, or to some lake house. I'm like, okay, I do not belong there at all. I
like-
don't belong there.
They're like,
at
hey,
all.
Raymond,
Yeah, who's this guy?
Daniel.
Daniel, what are you doing here? And they're like, I'm here with Ray. I'm with my date.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Yeah, I remember back in the day hanging out with him, and then his sister. He had a older sister,
Uh-huh.
and she was dating some guy, and we were 14 probably 15. It was when Dangerous Minds soundtrack came
Okay.
out. So that guy was always jamming that song. He had a Camaro, and
Already two bad things.
yeah. Right. And we would go out with them and hang out and I guess party, and
Yeah.
he would buy us wine coolers, and so maybe that's where my taste for wine coolers started. It's just just very nostalgic, right? You're 14 drinking wine coolers.
Little Zima action.
Yeah, some Zimas.
Hell yeah.
Not that I condone underage drinking
Hey,
at
at this
all.
point, you know what?
But this was the 90s, right?
Yeah.
90s was a whole different time.
Dude, like I have like this. I know like my kids are, my kids are gonna do it right, but like 16, us drinking back in the day didn't really sound like a big deal.
No, you're supposed to, right?
Yeah, it's like that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
I know
smoking.
I didn't get drunk till I was 18 years old, right? For a fact, I know.
Yeah.
17. No, wait, I was 16 years old. It was
Yeah.
my junior year of summer.
Right.
The first time I got drunk, right?
Yeah.
In El Dorado, Texas,
Oh,
at the
shout
airport
out.
landing strip, right?
okay.
They got like a little landing strip, for
Right.
like little farm planes and whatnot, right?
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
where we would go. And I actually went to El Dorado
Yeah.
a week and a half ago, and there, fucking same people.
Oh,
They remembered me.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, blah blah blah. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, what have you been
Yeah.
up to? I haven't seen you so long. But we saw these. I saw them throughout the year, so
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like we were like
yeah.
seeing
30
each other
years
for
later.
30 years, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, what are you doing here? And blah blah blah. We getting caught up,
Yeah.
and then I'd go to another friend,
Right.
and they're all from there,
Yeah.
But there was their rodeo
Okay.
weekend.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
had their own little rodeo, and
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. I'd never been to a rodeo over there, but it was like a real ranchero
Yeah.
rodeo.
Down home.
Down home,
Yeah.
county,
Yeah.
come on in,
Yeah.
have some barbecue, all that good
Yeah.
stuff. You're going to have little setups, out there, barbecues and
Mhm.
whatever. So, but I was running into a lot of people, right?
Okay.
And I was there with a buddy of mine that just started dating a girl that's from there.
Okay.
Right? And he
Yeah.
invited me out there. And I was like, and he was like, oh, do you want to go there? I was like, dude, I haven't been to El Dorado in forever.
Yeah.
And then he was like, dude, let's just go. And I was like, I don't know. I won't know anybody there.
Yeah.
And sure enough,
I
everyone
know
was
a
there.
lot of it.
And guess what they all said? Hey,
Remember
remember when you got drunk? And I was like, what? And then so now I had to hear the same story like 10 times.
Right.
10 different ways.
Dang.
You know
So
what I
now
mean?
you don't know which actually happened.
Yeah. So now my buddy is like, telling my buddy that,
Right.
that he thinks I'm cool.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just barely, I didn't like beer.
Right.
You know, I was like, ugh, I don't know
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
But the very first thing they're like, hey, Eric, remember when, do you feel your lips? And I'm like, my lips? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel my lips, bud. Because that's the thing that we kept on saying whenever I was drunk.
Yeah,
My very
I
first
don't
time I was
feel
like,
my
I
lips.
can't feel my lips. And they're like, what? And then so they actually kind of, you know that one drunk person that you just kind of was like, he's just drunk. You got to leave him alone.
Yeah,
I was that kid.
He was.
I was that kid that was just left alone in a Cadillac Eldorado, a 1970s something Eldorado. You know, it was
Dang.
fucking huge ass backseat left
Yeah.
there just to kind of thaw out. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Just yeah.
Until I woke up
Yeah.
or kind of sobered up a little bit, came back out, drank a little bit more. You know,
Dang.
but that they would not let that down. It was just like,
Wow.
remember when you couldn't feel your lips? And then I was like, yes. And then whenever go talk to somebody else, hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Oh, do you feel your lips? Oh my God, yes. I felt my lips.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was kind of funny.
That's
it was
funny.
really funny. So
It's a blast from the past. Right?
so yeah. So do you ever remember that one? Did you ever watch Old School?
Old school. I think so. A little bit.
Yeah,
of
with
it.
Will Ferrell,
Mhm.
and there's this one guy named Cheese, which is now he's a dean.
Oh.
And then they're like, "Oh, you're what's his name, brother?" He's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Cheese." And he's like, "Yeah." Remember when we stood you in the gym locker? He's like, "I got out." That's what I felt like. I was like,
I got.
"Yeah,
Right. I sobered up.
I sobered up, feel my lips."
Feel my lips down.
That's like my best. That's like my best analogy that I could come close to. When
Yeah.
he's just all like, "Man, remember when we stuffed you in that locker?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I got out.
I got out by.
Yeah.
If you care to
Yeah.
know. Yeah. I got out. Yeah. Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, all right. Hey, well, anyways, and then just kind of go off in that." That's exactly how I felt. Like I was just kind of
That's
like,
hilarious.
"Yeah, I felt my lips. Got it.
I
I'm
feel
good.
him now.
Now look at me. I'm Mr. Popular now.
Yeah.
all right?
Look at me.
I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know
Because of
what I
my
mean?
lips.
Yeah.
My lips here.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. El Dorado's a crazy little town too.
It
I'm
is.
sure there's so many
hey,
people out from out there that know
not
that
being
party.
racist or anything like that,
Okay.
but the black community is growing up out there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because we have this. Okay, now this is his name.
Okay.
All right, this is his name, but he's half Mexican,
Uh-huh.
half black.
Okay.
But this is his name.
This is what he goes by on Facebook.
This is what he goes by on the streets,
Uh-huh.
and this is what he goes by in family.
Yeah.
This is what he goes by on anything.
Shout out.
Shout out, right? So it's not being racist, but it's his name.
Yeah.
That's his name. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not racist.
Right.
That's what he goes by. But I mean, like, but
Shout
now,
out.
but I remember going over there.
Yeah.
Even during high school, there was
Yeah.
probably like maybe 1-2 black people.
Mm.
But whenever I went over there, I mean, there was like, there was quite a bit.
A plethora?
There's an upbringing of
Yeah.
the black community that
Okay.
lives there.
Yeah.
Is that politically correct? Can I say?
I don't know.
Oh boy, I hope
I'm
no
gonna
one
have
takes
to,
that bad.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
review
All right.
this couple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Would you say there was a plethora?
A plethora?
Why? Whatever his name was.
He's like, why, you wapo?
Hey, why, Wapo? Why?
I just want to know.
I just want to know.
Is there a plethora?
Of piñatas?
Piñatas?
That never gets old. I don't
It
think so.
doesn't.
For me, it doesn't get
Dude,
old.
the whole part, like I talked about this the other day on that movie. I know that we're jumping ship on this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Great segue, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out to El Dorado.
Yeah, shout out to El Dorado. But the part where it's like, "Oh, El Guapo, you know that I know that you are a very nice and kind man. So me and the guys, we all pitched in and got you a little something."
Right.
And then he's like, "You got me something?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, well, he said, "I know you're a strong, intelligent something man," and just kind of hypes him up. But he's all these little weird, like long, bigger words.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's like, "You got me something?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "Go ahead, open it." He opened it. It's a sweater.
Yay.
And everyone's all like, "Yeah." I could watch it to that point, and it like cable shut off.
Yeah.
But if it cuts off before that, I'm pissed. But if it cuts off after that, I'm like, okay, I
you got to
can
the
move
point,
on. I
yeah.
can move on to something
Yeah,
else. But
yeah.
I want to watch the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
But if it's below, if someone fucks up that part for me,
Yeah.
I get so mad.
He's so mad.
So
you
mad.
ruined it.
Ruined the
Ruined it.
movie.
Is there something that you're currently into right now, like on the internet or
Oh my God, Daniel.
YouTube? Or
Yeah, I think I'm a full ass contractor right now.
Contrado.
Yeah, I'm about to remodel some
Right.
stuff.
About to.
I'm a gardener right now.
Dang.
I'm a contractor. I'm a fucking foundation repair guy right now.
You name it, I do it.
dude. Right now, I'm
Handyman services.
Listen, I've never done this stuff before,
Right.
but I think I could do it, dude.
But that's the situation that everybody finds themselves in. They've never done it before, but eventually they do it, and then they get good at it, right?
Yeah.
So you're not in uncharted waters, right?
Right. You know what? I just think that we're just so far in technology.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to exactly figure it out. We just have to do a little research.
Yeah,
on it,
just
right.
research it out.
Because look at our parents, or look
Yeah.
at our great grandpa. You know,
right.
if he had like foundation issues on his house,
My uncle does that right now.
yeah.
My
But
uncle
just-
says, shout out to him.
Just think about how he started out. You know,
Yeah.
this is before the YouTube. This
Yeah.
is before anything. He probably just got a shovel and was all like,
Just figured it out while he
just
went through.
fucking figure it out, dude.
Why do you think they make duct tape?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
fucking.
That's like my dad. He was
I got
using
little bricks.
he was using a blowtorch. Like, who uses a blowtorch?
Right.
Like, my dad's not a plumber,
right?
and obviously he got hurt. He burned his hand and
He
everything.
figured it out.
But he wasn't scared, right?
Yeah.
He was trying to solder
He-
his own plumbing
He
stuff. And
knew kind of what he was
everything. He
doing.
kind of knew what he was doing.
All right.
I'm sure he's probably done it before.
But that's the funny thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, dude. But I've gotten myself in a wormhole of foundation work.
DIY. DIY.
Killing my yard and becoming I'm gonna get my yard.
So you're
situated.
killing your yard.
I'm killing my yard.
You putting like tarp or something over it or
No,
what?
I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. You know,
Don't water
little
it?
chemicals. Oh well, it's already kind of looking like dirt, right?
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
you got a whole bunch of unwanted weeds and sporadic grass,
Right,
and
when
just
it
not
rains and everything.
what am I saying? Oh my gosh. Well, grass is just kind of everywhere. It's not like
Right.
anyways, but yeah, that's kind of. I'm like,
So
okay,
you're killing it the old-fashioned way.
just using some chemicals, and then
Throw it
get the
on
hoe
there.
out. Start
Yeah.
digging those.
Oh, I didn't realize you had someone living with you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the wrong.
5 years ago. Shout out. No, I'm just kidding.
No, so you're just gonna redo your whole grass and do zero scape or something like that.
Yeah,
or,
just gonna go straight dirt. Like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get it down to the dirt. You know,
put
what I
some
mean?
pebbles or gravel in front.
No, I'm
Nope.
just gonna get it down to dirt so that way, come March,
Yeah.
and start seeding it,
Seeding
and
it.
start doing all that good
Okay.
stuff.
Have you tested your dirt to see what kind of alkaline and whatever?
I have not just yet, but one step at a time, just getting it
Because
killed.
pretty much caliche over there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So just
You're gonna have to get some topsoil first of all.
I
Probably.
might have to get a couple of
I
yards.
think
of
you will
topsoil.
have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just kind of get it tilled up, or I
Yeah.
could just get it tilled because I think I got some like good
You
dirt
think
out there.
You think you got a good piece of
I think I
dirt
got
up there?
Yeah, because there's been a couple of times I had to dig a hole.
and
And
there's
it's
good dirt
Yeah,
come out?
so we got some.
Uh.
I got some good dirt. I just don't have any good grass because it hadn't been maintained.
I
you
just
know what
remember the backyard of where you live, and there's a little hill right where the creek is just all caliche road,
Right.
and that's what I think that your yard is. Just
No,
a little bit of topsoil with a lot of caliche.
no. I think my dad would be like, "You let my yard go,"
Yeah.
you know, that type of deal.
Yeah.
But it wasn't me. It wasn't
wasn't
me.
me.
It
Yeah.
was there was
Blame someone
there
else.
there was plenty of time. They
Yeah.
could have just been upkept, but it just got let go, and
Yeah.
so now I'm really just gonna start just
Right.
get the skid steer maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's
too,
kind
too
of
big for too little job.
a skid steer.
Yeah, it's too big.
I don't know what that is.
Anyways, it's like a deal that takes off the first, like it's like a little shovel, it's
Uh-huh.
like a little tractor, and it takes
Yeah.
off the first, like
Oh,
it takes
yeah,
off
yeah,
layers,
yeah,
of the
layers,
dirt, you
yeah.
know, and gets it all
Might as
evened
well.
out. But it might need to come down to
Right.
it, you know what I mean? I might need to
Right.
rent a little baby bulldozer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
don't
using
know.
my imagination here.
Right now, it's all in the air.
Yeah, so don't worry about it, guys. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it
Right,
for
but
all
I'm
you yard
gonna do
workers
it.
out there, but I kind of got a yard that I kind of have envisioned in my head.
Right.
You know, where I'm gonna put some sand on it.
Okay.
You know, get it like
Yeah.
putting green
Oh,
styles. You know what I mean?
dang. I mean, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb
I
in your
know.
neighborhood.
Tell me about it. Yeah, but you know what? We'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen.
Right,
but,
right.
And I don't
But
wanna-
goals.
Yeah, little baby goals.
Yeah. Real manager. I find myself right now on the YouTube thing doing house tours of rich, like big homes. It's home tours and seeing how people live, and you know, there's an interior designer that designs a home and redoes the whole home,
Yeah.
and then they give a tour of what they did. And man, I'm addicted to that right now.
Are you?
Yeah, I think
Like kind of like MTV Cribs,
almost,
but
yeah,
like
but
YouTube
for,
series.
yeah, it's
Like-
almost like that. It's
It's like just moving the camera.
yeah, just looking. This is what I did here, and this is how we put wallpaper, and you know, made it look elegant. And these are
Yeah.
$1 million homes or
Right.
whatever. I mean, multi-million-dollar homes, and I'm addicted to that right now.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I kind of It's the vice versa on that side.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to destruct. You're learning how to decorate.
Construct.
Yeah.
Construct. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get my yard killed off.
Right.
Get some foundation work done.
Do you have any hobbies?
Oh my god! I bet you this is gonna be a
This
hobby.
is gonna be a hobby right now.
yeah,
right?
this should be a hobby.
Yeah, it should be. Then turn into a business.
Ugh, no, I'm not. I'm not. You know what? Have you ever heard that song, Billy Currington? I'm pretty good at drinking beer.
Yeah.
That's probably my song
Pretty
of
good
my
at that.
life.
Yeah.
I ain't born for digging deep holes. I'm not born for climbing up poles. Yeah, I'm just not made for that. You know what? I could do it. You know what I mean?
If you had to.
I had to. If
You
I
know what?
absolutely had to, I could do it.
I find myself being 43, right? And then I'm like, oh, I can do this.
Dígame.
Oh, I can do this. I'm going to do this. Well, I go out there and I do it. But it takes a lot more effort than it used to.
And bro,
I mean, I did my front yard. I put mulch in my front. It's been needing it. My wife's been hounding on me.
How expensive is mulch nowadays?
I bought it. Okay, let me tell you something. This is coming from me. Someone that impulsively buys, but I never use it.
Oh, so you
So I
just
bought
been
it in May.
accumulating.
I bought it maybe in April
Oh, okay.
when it was $2 a bag.
Oh, right. Hey, good for you.
20. So
Psychic
got
powers.
me 20 bags.
Hell yeah.
It was there. It's been there for 4 months. It's almost rotten. Like there was already mold growing all of them.
I don't know if you should have put that on your yard, Daniel.
What? It's not on my yard. It's in a little just.
Oh,
crap
it's
it. But what I was
It'll
always
dry
waiting
out.
for. Yeah, it did. It rained a lot, and now it looks perfectly black.
Okay.
Right.
Look at us.
So, so my wife's been telling me, well, we need to do this and that. I was like, you know what? I've been waiting to buy that fabric, right? The fabric that goes under the mulch. But I was like, you know what? If I continue to wait till I get a little bit extra money to buy a nice fabric, some fabric for it, then I'm never gonna do it. So I got some trash bags.
Let's go.
Man, I have the industrial 55-gallon trash bags.
Okay.
Cut them in half, and then I just laid them out. It took about 6 to 8 trash bags.
Uh-huh.
I spent $13 on the trash bags, but there's 40 or something of those
Yeah.
trash bags. So I didn't really use a lot of the trash bags, and so I put trash bags in there. I had some old steaks that I used from the old fabric, like 5 years ago. I got them out of the ground and everything, and then I used those, and then I put the mulch over it, and boom, there we go. Looks
Yeah.
nice. Looks really good.
Good job.
I did it.
I'm proud of you.
I did. Now, maybe in the next few months, I'll do the other side of the yard.
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
What did we talk about? 9:30 or now 30, right?
I'm doing it now. 30.
Now o'clock.
It's so hard. I mean, I applaud you saying that you wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock,
Sometimes
get something done.
It's like before the fucking alarm comes
I
out
can't
now.
do that.
Dude, it just
I used to be able to get up and go play basketball. I don't do
Dude.
that no more.
yeah, I get it.
I mean, I go in the
You're-
afternoon, but that's a struggle sometimes.
Yeah, that good old Hank Williams Jr. song come on in my head. It's like the hangovers hurt more than they used to. And I'm like, since I'm not drinking no more, it's a lot more easier.
It is,
getting up.
yeah. I'm sure it is.
It's a lot
Like,
more easier getting up.
This air is fresh.
Yeah,
This
like
is good
what?
fresh air. Right.
No dry mouth today.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Look at me. Positive. Right. It's a positive.
Yeah, so I'm going on this whole positive trip. You
Right,
know,
right.
9 o'clock, now o'clock is what I
Now
call
o'clock.
it. Now
Yeah,
o'clock,
yeah.
now 30.
Yeah.
Just get up now. If I get up, I'm like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now.
Now.
Get up.
Yeah.
Go. Get
Yeah.
up. Because if I sit there, I'm done.
Dude, that's where I find myself right now. I'm like, I have this plan on, let's say Friday. I'm like, oh,
Friday.
Saturday. I'm gonna wake up in the morning.
Saturday.
I'm gonna go cut my yard. I'm gonna pick up this trash on the side of the house or whatever. I'm gonna fix this over here, whatever. Saturday comes. It's 11:30 when I wake up. And what am I gonna do then? I ain't gonna do
Dude.
nothing at 11. Why
Yeah.
am I gonna do anything at 11?
Oh my God, dude. That is so funny.
It is. I mean, it's just so me. It's so me.
Dude, last Thursday I got so much junk done, dude.
I bet.
Like it was my off day. I got up at 6 o'clock.
Dang.
I got up, did some stuff that I knew that I had to do. That I kind of was like,
Right.
this is what I got to do today.
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna do today. Got it done, and it was like 8 o'clock, right? And after I was like, oh shit, I need to put some load in the, load in the dryer and washer and all
yeah.
that. Dude, washed 3 loads of laundry.
Huh.
Got it all hung up. Went to go get some coffee. Went to go
Huh.
walk the river a little
And
bit.
it's 9:30.
Dude, it's 10 o'clock at this point, right?
Yeah.
And then so me and my friend we had lunch plans
Yeah.
to go have some lunch.
Yeah.
Me and Faye actually went to
Yeah,
go eat
yeah.
lunch. And then so
Shout
she
out.
was like, "Do you want to go eat lunch?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Dude, 11:30 we're eating lunch.
An
dude,
early lunch.
Dude, by 1 o'clock, I had nothing to do.
Wow.
And I was like, "What do I do with the rest of my
Yeah.
day?" And then so guess what? I went to Walmart,
Yeah.
got some rest of the stuff that I was gonna probably do for the next day,
Yeah.
and got jump started for the next
Yeah.
day. So it kind of already just kind of like, just
It's a domino effect.
yeah, it was a domino effect to the next day. But that
Right.
9:30, that now
Yeah.
30, psh,
Yeah.
now 30,
Now 30.
now,
When should I do this?
now,
When's the best time for me to do
now.
this? When do you think I should start working on this project?
Yeah, dude. Just start now.
Just start
Hey,
now.
if you're having a fucking weird ass day, just start now.
Start now.
Start
now 30.
Now 30.
Yeah. What time is it?
Now.
Easy. What time is it?
Hey, now. That's what time it is.
It's
now.
Now 30.
Now 30. Now
Yeah.
15.
Now 15. I'm gonna be now 15 minutes late.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be now 15 minutes late. Dude, it's just been crazy, like just doing it now.
Yeah.
Just doing it now. The whole now mentality has changed my life.
You know, I've I think I told you earlier that that's been going around like on my feeds or on the little social media things that I'm on, saying you anything that you can do now, just do it.
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing that you can do right now.
Oh my
Is
goodness.
if you can actually do it now, get it done, get her done.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? That would be a mantra for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
But
Get her done.
Get her done just means get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get
But
it done.
Not get it done now.
Oh yeah. Get it
Get it
done
done.
now.
Get it done now.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's just been fucking funny, dude. I'm all like, what do I do with the rest of my days? Because now I'm all like, I used to get like groggy and just
Right,
kind of
right.
getting up, just like I felt like Swamp Thing, just
Yeah.
kind of just like ooh,
Yeah.
just kind of real, just fucking lethargic.
Uh,
And now that I just start getting up early, I'm just like, dude, there's some truth to that. There's some truth to getting up just
right.
a little bit early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure, there's some days so like this past week I've been late to work, like on time, but it's been like, 3 minutes late
Right,
or 4
right,
minutes
right.
late because I was like so caught up in my shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're like, lost track of time
Yeah,
because you were
so-
getting shit done.
Yeah. So I'm all like, oh fuck, I
Yeah.
need to get ready. And now I work kind of like out in the boondocks, so I'm just like,
yeah,
God damn it! And so now
Yeah.
I'm still like, and they're like, I'm like getting to work, and I'm like, sorry guys, and they're
Yeah.
like, all right. So meeting starts. Thanks, Eric. And I'm like, oh god. So now I'm like,
you're
so
the
I've
guy.
been on the kind of like the ass end of the joke at
Oh.
work for a little bit, but you know it's okay. But you know what? I got my shit done.
Yeah, that's right. That's
So
right.
yeah.
Shout out to you, man.
Dude,
That's a step.
Shout
in
out
the
to
right
now
progression.
30.
Now 30.
Now
yeah.
30.
And we
now
talked
o'clock.
about it. We sometimes we discourage ourselves because we want to move a mountain
Right.
when we just need to move a couple inches, and that's gonna make a world of difference.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, like, you know, where I was at in my life,
Mhm.
you know, 5 months ago. I mean, everyone hears my story, right? And I keep on saying, "Oh, I keep on getting better, and I feel better."
Yeah.
But I do. I feel better from where I was like last month, and I feel better from where I was a year
Yeah,
ago, and that year ago was better than I was. But it was just
Yeah.
kind of like it's taken me this long for me to get here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I laugh about it because I'm just like, geez, I feel like. But I just got to this one point about 2 weeks ago, and I kind of heard this thing, just like, do it now 30, now
Right.
o'clock, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of got up in the morning, and I was like, fuck all this noise. Like,
right.
I should not even. What are you doing with yourself? And I
Yeah.
just started getting after it, and
Mhm.
just kind of, that's what I've been doing.
Give yourself a pep talk in the mirror.
Dude, I put a little Jesus music on in the background.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Little gospel, because I feel like I need it. I feel like
Yeah.
Jesus needs to sing to me sometimes, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm made for this today.
Yeah, oh snap! Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dang.
Just put on a little Jesus music, later on in the background, and just kind of feel it out.
Is it the radio station or do you have something specific?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Um,
Like gospel tracks or
oh
something
yeah,
like that?
yeah. Because the white people weren't doing it for me. The white gospel music.
The
just
white
was
Jesus
not-
wasn't helping me
White
at all.
Jesus definitely was not helping me. I was listening, and it was just kind of like, it was just kind of like,
Yeah.
like dude,
Like Andre Crouch.
Yeah. It was just kind of like, it was like just really slow, and I was just kind of like, oh my goodness. Here, I'll play a little something.
Okay, here we go.
I'll play a little of this. And it's kind of funny, but
If you need a little bit of motivation and your Jesus is not
yeah, you're
responding the way,
Yeah, if your Jesus is not doing it,
try this Jesus.
yeah,
While you look for that music, the other day I was talking to Alan. We were talking about God and religion, a little bit of religion, and just things like that.
yeah,
And so, it got to a point where like, well, I don't know about your God, but my God, the way I think that my God, helps me in this way or whatever,
yeah,
but maybe your God doesn't see that way. And so we just kind of riffed on that. But I thought it was kind of funny that we may all have our own definitions of God
dude. Yeah, I don't think you're lying about that either.
and the way that he works or blesses us or what have you. Well, my God feels this way, or I feel this way about my God.
Yeah, let me just play this right quick. I don't know if this is it. I'm just trying to listen to it right quick. Because I was like, dude, I need some little motivation.
Yeah.
This is little white Jesus.
The white Jesus.
Little white Jesus.
All right.
And it was just kind of like,
It's not making me get up.
I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. What am I waiting for?
And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
But but over there's like 800 million songs. You know what I mean?
800 million songs.
So and it was just all like this, and I was like 30 minutes into it, I was like, nah,
This is not making me clean.
this isn't it. And then
So you decided to switch things up.
let's go, Black Jesus. Oh my god, it's just like the organ in the background.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just oh boy,
So it got me going.
hello Jesus. But yeah, that was a little bit of taste of what I was I was having a real hard time finding some music. Just
Yeah.
kinda
And you're like, I'm just gonna go gospel.
But you know what? I even went to like Tejano, like
Yeah.
where when your mom wakes up in the morning.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of like,
man.
So we need something inspirational.
Yeah.
So
That sounds very inspirational.
I gave little white Jesus a little
Break.
and Black Jesus took over.
Black Jesus came up and
Black
got me through the day.
Yeah, hell yeah, they've been getting me week
To go through the week.
weekend. 197 minutes.
Going to St. Paul this weekend.
Yeah.
St.
I
Paul
was-
Baptist Church.
Dude, I seriously was all like, I need to find me a black church this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something after that too. Man, you said that, whatever. Anyways, no, man. I'm glad you got yourself some music.
Yeah.
But speaking of Tejano music, you brought it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I've also been on the last couple of weeks is a couple things.
Dígame.
Johnny Canales, take it
Dígame.
away. Shout out to Johnny Canales.
I
Rest in
know.
peace. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. But however, I was thinking about Jennifer Pena. She's already back into. She's been like I'm gonna say about a year almost. She's been touring and doing music.
Mhm.
Jennifer Pena. I don't know if you remember Jennifer
I do.
Pena. But then I've also been listening to. So I've been listening to her newer music and she's got a duet with Jesse Turner and Signal.
Okay.
And so all
Oh
that.
yeah,
And then
I did see something on YouTube about
yeah,
it.
and then I think they went through some kind of issue. So I don't know if they were dating or not. Everyone says they were probably dating and they broke up.
Yeah.
But anyways, but I've been going through a little bit Tejano stuff, you know. Oh, excuse me. Going through a little bit of Tejano stuff, and I ran into another podcast. It's called PVT. It's Rock and Roll James from, I think it's McAllen, Texas, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
He brings on all these Tejano artists that come in and they just do a podcast together.
Man, why? It's just so amazing, right? We have to live in West Texas.
Yeah. But why can't we be the voice of
be the
West
voice
Texas?
of what?
Tejano music.
Tejano music. I think we
Tejano
got the
music.
voice and we got the talent to
Yeah, I
become
think so.
great DJs.
Maybe.
Oola.
What?
What was I was gonna say our DJ Discuenta.
DJ Descuenta. The affordable DJ.
Yeah, affordable DJs.
No, man, but like that guy's he's been a DJ. He's interviewed Selena and
Yeah.
everything a long time ago and everything. So he's really well known in the
Valley.
in the industry in the
Okay.
valley, right?
All right.
And so everyone talks to him, and you know, I just been really hooked up, but mainly been hooked up on some Tejano music, but mainly Jennifer Pena. You remember Jennifer
Yeah.
Pena? She was doing her thing.
Yeah.
But that's
she was highly underrated back in the day, I think.
I think so too, and I think now that she's coming back, a lot of people are like, "Man, we missed that
Yeah.
person, that
Because
sound."
then you had Elida.
Elida
too.
comes out later on,
Yeah.
and Stephanie Lynn and Stephanie Montiel,
Yeah.
and of course Shelly Lares.
All my crushes.
All your crushes,
Yeah.
huh?
You know what? Everyone was all like, Selena this and Selena that.
Yeah.
But, just everybody wanted Selena, but no
Yeah.
one wanted Pena. What?
Jennifer.
Jennifer Pena, yeah.
Well, she was little. She was a little kid.
Yeah.
like
I was a little
6.
kid at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know if
that's
she was
true.
that young, Daniel.
Yeah, whenever. Yeah,
When she came out,
yeah.
she was not 6 years old.
I'm pretty sure. Like,
No
okay,
way.
let's say not 6. Okay, 10, 12.
12. I was
12 years
12.
old. Yeah, I was 12. Yeah, but no, I don't know why you just mentioned Tejano music.
Yeah.
That's something I've been on a little kick on, is some Tejano music. Thinking, hey man, how can we get some Tejano music
Right.
stars that come into San Angelo? I know there's a big scene right now with music people coming in and people that we could probably reach out to and say what's up, and hey, how would you like to be on the Back of the House podcast, the voice
The
of
voice
West
of West
Texas.
Texas.
I don't know
Ooh,
if
that's
we go-
good.
Yeah.
I like
The
that.
voice.
The voice of West
La
Texas.
voz.
La voz.
La voz de West Texas.
.com.
Con 3000 watts de potencia.
101.2 megahertz.
It was-
San Angelo,
San Angelo, Texas.
Texas. Shout out
Shout out
to KYZZ, wasn't it?
It was KYZZ back in the day.
Yeah.
And then it was KSJT.
Casa JT. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And I think there's so many people have bought that. And it's La Grande now, I think, or something
Yeah.
like that. But back in the day, it was
KYZZ.
KSJT and KYZZ.
Yeah.
And Lobo. I think Lobo still does this
Yeah,
thing.
I think so
You
too.
know, with Q99.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
The most
yes.
recent,
Yeah.
Tejano.
I think they're from El Dorado. Like, that's out of El Dorado.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think
Huh.
they do there. That's why every now and then I lose reception, like on the north side of town.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, you
Makes sense. Makes
I
sense.
think so. I don't know.
We'll get them on the show.
Yeah. Or we'll be on their show. I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah.
Are we big enough to be on, or to ask people to be on our show?
Man, you know what? I think that we have a pretty good little legit following that we
I
could
think
do
we
some-
could. I think we could go.
At least
And-
I like a little gig.
yeah.
I think we're funny enough.
I don't even think we have to be funny. We just have to be informative.
That's something we're not. or something. I'm
Oh,
not.
negative.
Yeah,
Right.
that's yours and Victor's
Right.
job. You know what I mean? I just like
Yeah.
to sit back and y'all guys get geeked out and a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
stuff.
true.
So I just
That
kind of
is
just
true.
sit back and let y'all kind of.
And you just make fun of us with it, and you
Yeah.
throw little jokes and jabs, and it's fine. It's okay.
I think that's what's supposed to happen. I'm
think-
just there to lighten up the
you're
mood.
You're the guy like talking about the Hana music. Remember Signal, right? Signal
Uh-huh.
has the band members, and then they have that one guy on the microphone that just talks.
Yeah.
He doesn't play a song.
He's
He
the hype
doesn't
man?
know. Yeah, he's just the hype man.
Yeah.
He's just the guy that introduces everybody and says, "Esta es la nueva canción de whatever," and Signal.
Signal. I'm gonna start saying that whenever when you and Victor start getting shit. I was like,
Yeah.
the Back of the House podcast.
Yeah, only on the back of the house.
La Voz of West Texas.
West Texas.
102.1 megahertz.
Right.
San Angelo, Texas.
La única.
La Única. Like, put all of them in.
Yeah, just like so random.
Hey, do you remember at like 8 o'clock every morning?
Yeah.
Hey, birthday shout outs.
Oh yes, yeah. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
And then we got this one
baby.
special song dedicated to you guys.
Yeah. It goes,
On
on this day, you were born.
Take it away.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
God gave you life
Mm,
to live and learn. Oh, yes, He did.
man, I'm running late to school, dude.
So
I gotta
happy
get in the
birthday
car
to you.
because by that time it's
Yeah.
like 7:45.
It was.
You know,
And you're like, I gotta get to
if I'm
first
listening
period.
to this,
Yeah.
I'm not in good shape.
We're
I'm
not-
still at home. No, I'm not in good shape at all. I'm gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, then you
Tardy
you
Bill,
hear
here
that
we
Jay
go.
Pettis song.
Yeah,
You better get your
yeah.
ass. You better get your ass to
You
school.
better at least be in the parking lot.
Yeah, because you ain't making it to class. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah. Are you still into wrestling?
A little bit.
Have you been following it lately?
I definitely have been. I've been following like a lot of reels, reels of what's going on in the new stuff, the new era,
Yeah.
and with Cody Rhodes and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that
See,
good
it's
stuff. But
crazy.
it's
I've
just-
been- I've been
it is pretty
following.
crazy, but it's just kind of like I'm trying to find my rhythm back into
Yeah.
it. You know, after being
It
away
takes a
from it
while.
for so long.
And there's so much to follow right
Yeah,
now.
and
You
all
got
the
SmackDown.
storylines that
Yeah,
kind of mix in
SmackDown and then Raw. And,
Right.
and then you got the other ones.
ECW.
Yeah, whatever they are.
And they're all just kind of like funneling into each other, it seems like.
Man, I saw one the other day from Houston. I forgot what it's called. And it was like in a barnyard, barn room or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And these people are going crazy, like breaking.
Sorry.
They were breaking light poles on the
Yeah.
light fixtures or whatever, the
The
fluorescent lights
yeah.
all over them, and they're bleeding like crazy
Dude,
and going
they're-
crazy.
They are getting some wild stuff.
They're putting each other on fire.
Dude, I know, I saw it.
I'm like, what the hell what am I watching? And
It
it's just like
it
maybe
does not-
50 to 60 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
And they're like
And
from
it seems
Houston.
like they're getting a lot more out of it than
Yeah.
what they're getting out of WWE.
yeah,
and all that
I
good
mean
stuff.
these people. I mean they were getting shards of glass in their
Oh my
face.
god, dude, it's fucking nuts. I saw one that a guy was on the literally on top of an air conditioning vent, and
yeah.
he just jumped off, totally missed,
Ugh,
right?
yeah.
But the guy on the table that he was trying to go after had to play it off as if he got hit, like way late. And I'm like, oh my god, this is what we're doing. But you
Yeah.
know what is, all the guys and then the buddy in the crowd was like, boo, like,
Yeah,
or yeah. It,
Oh, I saw that he just totally
Yeah.
jumped off the vent.
yeah,
and
he just totally missed everything.
he missed everything.
Yeah, and I'm like, is anybody not gonna help this
Yeah.
guy out?
It's like it's part of the play.
Yeah,
It's part of it.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah.
So, and it kind of like reminded me of that one time that I did the whole wrestling deal
Mhm,
at the
mhm.
Coliseum, and I was
Mhm.
like the hype man, or
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, I was a shitty hype man.
Poor-
Now that I kind of look at all these other guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of need like
You need practice. That's it. You need to
Yeah.
do it again and
yeah,
again.
I
and
kind of
again
need
and
like
again.
a revamp, or not a revamp. I need a second chance,
a redo.
a redo. Because I mean, I see some of these announcers, and they're like, "Get the fuck up,"
Yeah.
or
Oh,
they're talking
wow.
shit to
Yeah.
the talking shit to the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or they're like,
Interesting.
or everyone loves them.
Yeah.
and so I don't. it's
play
kinda
with the
weird.
crowd. And
Yeah,
everything.
they're
Be-
playing with the crowd,
Yeah.
and they're keeping them going, and that's something I know that I did not do because I was like, "What do I do?"
dude. I know they're bringing wrestling next month here to the Boys and Girls Club of San Angelo.
Really?
There's a posting that I saw,
Huh.
and it's like Texas Western, wrestling organization. I don't know.
I'm gonna go
But-
in there and steal the mic.
Yeah,
Give me
They
the
should
mic.
Go. Yeah, I think
Dressed
that'd be
up
kinda
as
cool.
Uncle Hector.
Yeah,
Yeah. Give me the mark.
Ziggy Hill.
See, oh no.
Give me the mic.
Give me the
Damn
mark.
boy,
Some bitches.
you been working out. I like your calves.
Hey, bend over.
Yeah, no, but I'm thinking about catching that,
Yeah.
but I think it's expensive too. But I mean, whatever.
yeah.
I think it's like $20 a person.
Yeah, I've spent stupider money on dumber
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean? What's a little bit more entertaining stuff?
From
That well, I'm just saying like you could spend $20.
yeah,
on
it's
going
for
to just-
entertainment
yeah.
and making a memory, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember when this stuff used to go down. Speaking of which, whenever
Yeah.
I was going through my house, I came across the black and white photos of some old wrestlers.
Okay.
A couple of them I had signatures on
Oh
them,
snap!
but I don't know who they are. You know what I mean?
It's what the Von Erich or something
Yeah.
like that. You
Well,
never know.
I know. I was trying to find that photo. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I know I took a picture with the Von Erichs, but I think it might be in a family photo, a family album
someone
that I
else,
posted
yeah.
on one of those little posters.
Dang, that's crazy.
But I mean, there was like a couple of wrestlers that had like little signatures on them, but
Right.
I don't know who they are, and there wasn't no like name on the very bottom, like typed
yeah,
or like typewriter or whatever it was.
Yeah.
that they
interesting.
printed. So I'll bring them next time.
Yeah, you should, man. Just look it
so you
out,
can see
man.
'em.
I know that they're starting up the new Dragway.
Oh,
Here in
yeah,
San
they
Angelo.
got a new Dragway strip.
Yeah, it's also like $25 to go
I
out there to
know.
go watch. But and I don't think there's like you're out in the sun.
Yeah.
like you're out in the sun.
But here's the deal, right? It's something else to do in this town. other
Yeah,
than
exactly.
Just go do something. So paying
Yeah.
$25 is probably the least of your worries to go
Yeah.
do something to get out and show your
I
kids
mean,
something.
it's way out there by Mertzen, I think. But man, that's awesome. I think that's awesome. And you know what? I think everything the proceeds, all the tickets and everything like that,
Yeah.
go to whoever wins. So like if you're first place, second place, third place,
Yeah.
you all get some kind of that money. That fee really goes to pay for the racers, the people
Right.
that win the races. And I'm sure it can be anybody as long as you got a souped up truck, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's San Angelo Dragway. I don't remember what. We'll share their post, but man, that's something else to do here
Right.
in San Angelo,
San
Texas.
Angelo, Texas.
Have you ever been axe throwing?
No, I have not been.
They have an axe throwing place here too.
I saw, but we've had it here for a couple of years. Right?
Yeah, I haven't been there. I haven't
Um,
supported them.
Neither have I. Right, but I
Yeah.
feel bad about it. Excuse me, but there's been some people that just was always all like, "Dude, let's go do that," and it just kind of overhyped it for me,
Mm.
and I was just kind of like, you know what? I don't want to do that.
Right.
Just
right.
being like, I don't know, just being
that
anti.
guy.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
but you
"No."
know what? It might be fun. Did you do it?
I haven't done it. I've done something similar before. It's fun, but
Huh.
haven't done it here.
Yeah, I just used to practice with axes when I was little. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's like no big deal.
I used to throw it back of the yard, the back of the
Yeah.
house, and the little cuartito we had.
Yeah.
Just throw it in there and be
Just-
sticking in the thing.
Hell
like,
yeah, just throwing the plywood.
Yeah.
That's
just
what I
like,
was doing.
even going, ooh.
Yeah. Oh boy. Edit.
Yeah.
I'm just
It's
kidding.
like,
my dad had this little hatchet, right?
Yeah.
And it had like a little hammers on the
Uh-huh.
one side and it
yeah,
had a hatchet on the
yeah,
other.
exactly.
But it was he cut it and he welded it to a pipe.
Okay.
So it was just a little piece of pipe that I don't know, but it had the wooden handle. I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
And then he broke it. And he's like, "Oh fuck this shit!" And so he
It's
went in,
wooden.
and took it to work, and welded it up, and we had an axe
Yeah.
again. You know what I mean? So that was the one and it was probably like maybe like good 2 foot.
Yeah,
little,
yeah.
No, not even that big. It's probably like a foot, 12-inch
Yeah.
axe, little hatchet, and I would get that thing and I'd just sling that thing around.
I know. It's fun, right?
Yeah, till you
Life
almost
is-
get your fucking calf.
Until it comes
cut.
back right at you.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what happened. I know I threw it at a tree stump.
Yeah.
And that thing bounced back, and I know it grazed my calf.
Whoa.
Yeah. Same thing like the whole shooting pellet guns and
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I was a horrible kid.
I would snipe cats and birds.
Yeah.
I think there was a movie that came out, Sniper. I think with Tom Berenger a long time ago.
Okay.
And it was these guys in the jungle getting those, some cartel people or whatever.
Yeah.
There were snipers, and so they would dress the part, whatever. And I was like, dude, this is what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
And so I'd go on top of the roof and get some limbs, tree limbs, and put
Hell
them
yeah.
in there so I can hide and had my BB gun with a scope on it because I was like, I want to go.
Calm down.
Yeah, no, I had a little scope on it to be scoping everything out, seeing people walk
Ladies
by.
and gentlemen, he's actually set up right now. He's sitting on top of the table
Yeah, right now.
in sniper position.
Yeah, on the belly.
Yeah. All right, Daniel, get off the table.
All right,
Get
you know
off the
what I'm
table.
saying? Right. What do you do with that makeup?
Yeah.
The black makeup.
How you doing, Daniel? No.
But yeah, that's what I would do, man. Just snipe people. Snipe not people.
I was all about making my own stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was making swords out of like branches,
Yeah.
and I was sharpening the shit out of the,
Yeah.
getting on the sidewalk, and you're
Yeah.
just like, dude.
Oh,
I had
know.
no problems making spears, bro.
I made arrows, like
Yeah.
bows and arrows.
I had
and
5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
bro. On standby.
someone made me a bow, and so I needed arrows, obviously.
Yeah,
Well, nobody cut the grass at my
Uh-uh.
house, and so
Mesquite,
those big old milk weeds, I
Yeah.
guess, that if you cut them and like milk comes out of it,
right?
they would grow really high and really long. So I would just cut them off and make little arrows out of them,
Ooh.
and so then they would
Okay.
fly. And I was like, yeah,
Dude, I remember one time my sister, she said something very smart. She goes, "Are you playing with your stupid little spears?" Dude, I remember just chunking one, dude, and it almost hit her. Fucking just landed straight in the dirt, just like, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, and it was one of those throws that you could have back. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, do you remember like making a basketball shot and you
Yeah.
just know it's gonna go on from, like,
Yeah.
once it leaves your fingertips?
Yeah.
That was one of those throws, bro.
yeah.
I was like, if this connects, it's gonna be
He
bad.
was like, damn, that was a good
Yeah,
throw.
that
dude.
was.
Yeah.
It was. I felt it all. in my
ER, here we come.
bones, dude. Yeah,
Please
that
don't
thing
cry, please don't
just
cry, please don't
said,
cry.
and I was like, oh my god.
It works.
Yeah, it works,
Who's stupid now?
Yeah.
Is this stupid now?
dude.
Is
I was
this
getting fucking PVC pipes, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking just putting putting little holes in them, like
Mhm.
melting it a little bit,
Yeah.
and putting like little limbs of mesquite in there,
Yeah.
to where the spikes would stick out and just start flinging that thing around. Dude, that was horrible.
Yeah.
I have no problem. I think that I would live in the zombie apocalypse, bro. I think
I
I,
know.
could.
My cousin and I,
There ain't no doubt
Micah would
about
come
it.
over for holiday for summer, and we would be in the backyard. And his dad was military. His dad was a veteran, Vietnam vet.
Uh-huh.
So he was brainwashed, like Army everything.
Right.
And so we would come over and we would set booby traps in the backyard. There's an alley in the back of our
Yeah.
yard that a lot of people walk through, just because they're going to the store or something like that. So that was like there's a trail. People would there's so many people walking through that little alley that it was just, there's so much traffic, but we would make booby traps for that. And we're like, okay, if they trip the wire, this limb or stem or something that
What
we
the
sharpen,
fuck,
we
Daniel?
would go and swing around and try to.
What the fuck, Daniel?
I know. And we do trip wires, booby traps, and then we'd even, dude, we're so stupid. I don't know. I hope no one ever got hurt. But we would dig a hole.
I was about to say that.
And we put spikes at the bottom.
Oh, dude, no.
Put spikes, and then we cover it with limbs,
Covered
and so
mine up.
someone.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's just old, and I guess his dad would talk about it and about the Vietnam War,
Yeah.
and that's what they would do.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, and we would be like, yeah, sounds like a great idea. Let's
Yeah.
do this.
I know someone broke some ankles in my yard somewhere. Like someone was just walking and
Yeah.
just like, whoop, just fucking flipped over. Because I used to do that too. I used to just dig holes and then put the grass
Yeah.
on top of it. But my yard, the whole alley in that back way, and then on top of where that caliche part is,
yeah.
all set up. You know what got me doing that? Remember that movie Overboard?
Yeah.
With
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
But the 3 little boys that had,
Yeah.
they were fucking, like, they had like that cool little
Yeah, like a little army thing.
yeah,
that was going.
bro, I was all about them.
Yeah.
The Frog Brothers and Lost Boys, dude. I was all about that, dude. I was trying to kill things.
Yeah,
bro.
trying to kill people.
Yeah, I was trying to find vampires. I was pretending people were vampires.
Right.
I was trying to hunt
I
them
bet
down.
you grew up by a creek, man. I bet you that
Dude,
was awesome.
it was pretty cool, because we'd all just play. I mean, everywhere was a hiding place.
Yeah.
Like there was no like hide and seek. You
Yeah.
get this. No, that
Yeah.
whole neighborhood was a fucking
Yeah. That part of the old body right there
Yeah.
is so just like this. so mysterious,
Yeah.
kind of, you know.
But there's a whole bunch of urban tales too. Like
Yeah.
once 9 o'clock hit, your ass is going inside because
Yeah.
if not, La Llorona's
Yeah.
coming out.
Or like Lechusa's gonna
La
be waiting
Chusa's
for
coming
her
out. She's gonna be waiting for you, dog.
Fuck yeah, dog. I remember seeing
You
her.
don't go down
We
the-
all seen her,
Yeah,
right?
we all seen her.
We've
I
all
don't know
seen
if it was
La
my
Chusa.
sister without makeup on. I don't know.
Well, it's like I think I've seen the owl version of her,
Oh yeah,
like on a lipo. I remember. I don't know if maybe it was a real owl,
yeah.
but I remember saying that's La
it's
Chusa.
so big.
It's huge.
Yeah, I saw one. I saw one, bro.
Hey man, you have to leave tonight and walk by
Dude,
yourself.
I know, but I told you. That's how come I still have I don't look up.
Yeah, don't look up.
I don't look up,
Don't
dude.
look up.
I just keep my head down, my flashlight on.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not prepared. You know what I mean? You get me in a situation where I think I'll do
Yeah,
all right.
I
You
think
know
so.
what I mean? I think we'll be okay.
I want to go camping, like in a tent.
Bro, everyone says until they're actually out there.
Everyone has a plan until they're
So
actually
you
there.
get kicked in the face.
Yeah, until you punched in the face.
Yeah, that's what Mike Tyson's saying was, right?
Yeah,
Everyone has a
punched
plan
in-
until you get
punched in the face. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Like,
until nature punches you in the face.
bro, I'm going to tell you what, and I'm going to get a little vulnerable out here,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
There was one time that I know that I went like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I went without electricity for like 3 days, right? I did not have, and it was fucking hot.
Oh,
Dude, I will never go without electricity again. I don't even know how we did it when we were kids.
I know.
I just know that I know that there was like a payment that was like kind of
Yeah,
missed. I was like,
yeah.
damn, I don't get paid for the next 2 days or 3 days or
Yeah.
whatever. But dude, I know when we were kids, we didn't have AC in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did not have
Yeah, just little fans.
poodle fans and lift up
Yeah,
the windows. And I went into that mode. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back into childhood
Yeah.
mode. No
I
big
could
deal.
do this.
No big deal, dude. No big
Got
deal.
this.
Gosh, done.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Light some candles or whatever.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Just
yeah.
fucking,
Been there,
just
yeah,
fucking figure it out.
yeah.
But
yeah.
fuck no, dude. 98 degrees? No, dude, I'll never do that. I lifted up every single window. If I had a creak in the floor, I was cracking it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
we did vents
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, dude. I seriously was just all like, oh my
Dang.
god, I'll never do that again, Daniel. Never
Dang.
again.
You need to go to Lowe's and buy one of those battery operated fans,
Dude, oh my
Just-
god, dude. I'm now tight
Yeah,
with everything.
yeah,
I would never go outside in tent and
Yeah.
camp. Well, you know what? If I mean, we all say we had to do it, we could do it,
Yeah,
right? But dude, that was rough. That was a rough 3 days.
It was
That
only
was
3 days, right?
rough 3 days. I was like, dude, what can I do but not to go home?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
where can I go hang out at?
I always think, well, maybe we just go rent a hotel. But you don't have money for it.
Yeah.
If you had money, you would
I
have
would've-
paid the electricity bill.
Pay that electricity bill.
Yeah, it's just you know.
I'd be like, Daniel,
yeah, yeah. Hey,
let me stay in the studio.
you do the cuartito real
Why
quick.
did I do that?
I know, right? You could have.
Stupid.
There's a table here. You can
I
slip
know.
on the table.
Hell
I guess.
yeah.
There's carpet.
Dude. Oh my god.
There's a little refrigerator.
I
You can-
cheated myself. Oh my god, 3 days.
We could run the electricity. Well, there's electricity here,
I
so yeah, you
know.
can do whatever you need to.
Yeah.
I have a portable
Could've
stove.
Yeah.
The those one
Oh
tops.
no, that wouldn't happen. I mean, I
Make
could have
some
cooked on
noodles.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't have needed to. I'd have been like, all right,
I'm going to Taco Bell. I'll be
go
right
ahead,
back.
Taco Bell. I got
Y'all need
free,
anything?
I got points.
I got a free taco
I got a
today.
free taco
Free
today. dog.
Conchita taco.
Hell yeah. No,
those things,
dude,
those things
but
come in handy.
there is no way, dude, that you're gonna go without electricity. Well, it's kind of hard because it might be cooler on the outside,
Yeah.
out in the open, than it would be
Right.
in a house that's just been baking in the sun.
There's been a
for-
couple days that recently that something we had no
or the
electricity.
AC went out or something.
Well, no, we had no electricity, or water. I think it was water. Something happened, and then we're like, okay, just go to grandma's house. But no, and you know what? No, what happened is that we went to get a hotel. We got a $100 hotel so we can shower and
Yeah.
be. It was cold. It was a cold time. It was during the winter,
okay, during that.
so we had to do something like that.
Yeah.
And so I remember my kids enjoyed it. They
Dude,
thought it was a vacation.
That part, dude, I know I could live in, dude, but summertime,
I don't know, man. Wintertime. I hate the winter.
I do too, but God, I just remember those 3 days. I was like, nah, this ain't it.
Dang.
This ain't it. I remember just waking up, just sweating. I was like, oh.
It never goes away.
It doesn't go away, dude. I mean, you're just sticky from then on, and then you gotta go jump in the shower.
Yeah.
Just a cold shower in the dark.
In the dark. Yeah.
Trying to cool down.
Man.
I jumped in my car a couple of times, turned on the AZ.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
I know.
God damn, my gas is gonna run out too. You know what I mean? So I'm
Then
like,
I'm
I'm not gonna be able to make it to work.
Sheesh,
Dude,
man.
it was so
rough.
I remember that. I remember that day, but it was a rough. But you know, I think camping might be a little different.
I read something today and said, you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Dude,
Think about toilet paper.
toilet paper.
Whenever we're done, when you don't have no toilet paper,
Hey, sorry. Where's that old shirt?
where's the socks?
Where's that?
Why don't you have
Do you go
socks on?
socks or do you go shirt?
No, I've never had to go do
Would
that.
you ever? Which one would you do? Would you ever go
socks? You know
go
what? Okay,
socks
I'm gonna
all
say
day?
I'm gonna retract what I just said.
Okay.
I've been there before, out in the monte or whatever.
Okay.
It's like, I'm sorry, socks. Gotta go.
Really?
Do socks. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Shirt? Why would you do your shirt?
I would probably.
If you have an undershirt?
an undershirt.
Maybe.
I think undershirt would probably be a little bit more softer.
Yeah. I don't know. I think. I don't know. Well, I guess the
going
undershirt
shirt.
you can tear up into different pieces.
Dude, the first thing I think about whenever I run out of toilet paper is like, what shirt's gonna go, dog?
Or do I take
what
a
old
shower?
shirt? Or do I take a shower? Right, right. But I haven't had to do that. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like,
yeah.
what's gonna go? What old
Yeah.
shirt? That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Yeah.
Is
Can I
cloth.
live without the shirt?
Is cloth.
Yeah.
And you know what? What shirt's gonna go down?
Yeah.
What shirt's gonna be used?
Yeah.
What shirt's gonna be baptized as this?
Little toallitas. Yeah.
Little toallitas are gonna be cut up in squares. Which one are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Who's the lucky one?
There ain't no socks that's gonna be able to go.
Yeah.
Nah.
Socks are precious to you.
No, not. There's just not enough surface area, Daniel. Remember, I told you about this 1-inch toilet paper thing I got, right? Dude, you can get a whole lot done
In one surface area. One square.
one square surface area or 3 squares,
Yeah.
and you fold it together.
Right.
You double fold, and then you just get all that mess out the first time, and then the second and third time you'll be good. Kind of like I don't know when I think I had like I guess one ritual like
Right.
whenever I get off of work,
Hmm.
first place I go to is the restroom.
Hey, man, my body can't function without
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It's already
it's-
10, 11 years already.
It's a timer. It's done.
Yeah.
Like no one has to worry about me. If you can't find me,
Right.
that's where
Yeah.
I'll be.
He's like, I just got home. Going to the restroom.
Yeah.
I'll talk. I'll say hi's in a minute.
Yeah, but like I don't even know if I still do it. But I remember like going and like walking in, setting my keys down or whatever, and then
Mhm.
hitting the top of the doorway, just like
Oh, yeah,
and
just
then
hit.
just like go into the like the Michigan or
Yeah,
the Michigan
yeah,
Wolverines
yeah.
or
Play like a Play like a champion.
Hell yeah.
I think it's the Notre Dame.
That Notre Dame,
does
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Play like a champion.
Yeah, like
Go
they're
into the
just all like,
restroom.
da, da, da.
You should put like play like a champion over your
Yeah, I
restroom
know.
door and just like
Shit like a
hit
champion.
Shit like a champion. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's not bad. You know, we're gonna have little sayings around the
Yeah,
house. Now
yeah.
30.
Now 30.
o'clock.
Shit like a champion.
Shit like a champion. If you don't do it now,
Right,
what is it? What did you say?
What?
You said something. If you can't do it, or if you think about something, do it
Yeah,
now. Or
yeah.
whatever.
Whatever. I already forgot
Yeah,
it.
that's already- what
Shows to
useful
know
was
what we
that?
learned.
What use was all that talk about?
Yeah, I
now?
know. Trying to make a difference
Yeah.
in your life.
Trying to make y'all's
Forgot.
difference, and we're here just like, oh, we
Forgot.
fucking forgot what we
Forgot.
said.
Back to square one.
Yeah.
That's why we are where we are.
That's
Just
right.
because of that.
Yeah.
Dang. But,
That's funny.
Yeah. Shit like a champion.
Shit like a champion,
Yeah,
bud.
yeah, definitely. All right, man. We got to a place that we can go ahead and wrap things
we
up
could
for
do that,
this
bud.
week.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chino
She know.
out there making our gas prices lower.
I know.
Making earthquakes. Did you feel any earthquakes?
I did not feel any earthquakes.
For some reason, my office building decided to evacuate, and so we all went outside and waited for an all clear. No one even came.
Yeah.
It's
How
so
hot
really,
was it?
It was hot. It was
So you
really.
wanna
I was
go
in the
camping?
shade.
Oh,
But I was in the shade. I sat down. Everyone was standing there. I was like, I'm sitting down. I ain't gonna, it's too muggy out here. I'm just gonna be in the shade.
Surprised you didn't come home.
No, I should have. I was looking at my garage door from where I was standing.
You're like,
I
10
could be
more
home.
steps.
Yeah, I
10
could be
more
home.
steps. I could be home.
Right. 2-minute walk.
Who's coming with me?
Yeah, who's coming with me? Who's coming? Jerry Maguire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 5.1 was
5.1.
That's
Yeah, I
pretty
heard.
big.
But I didn't feel it.
I mean, like I said,
But
I
I was
heard
out
it.
in the open.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was supposed to feel it.
But I think I'm real. I don't know if the ADD or ADHD is where I'm really fidgety and I move around a lot, and that's how I am.
It's called Parkinson's.
What's shaking?
Yeah.
Except other than me.
Yeah.
Man, that's sad.
Sorry, Daniel.
Sometimes I do feel like I was shaking a little bit.
boy.
Like, damn it! Stop.
Dang, sorry, Daniel.
Stop.
That was just a joke. It was just a joke.
It's called Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Okay, not ADHD. I thought it was okay. I should be getting checked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
So I didn't feel that. I didn't feel an earthquake, but my wife did. She says she felt the whole everything.
Yeah, I got
shake.
a couple of friends that told me that. You didn't feel that? I'm like, no, I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah, maybe the next one.
Oh
feel
boy.
it. The big one.
Yeah.
Comes out.
The big one.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going in for the long sleep, Daniel, if
Yeah.
I do. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Hopefully I find I'll fall right into a fault line that we have that we
Dang.
don't even know about here in West Texas.
Or you're here working on your foundation and
Yeah.
your house. The earthquake hits.
Hell yeah. I'll fall into an abyss of lava.
Yeah.
God, that'd be crazy.
Who knew?
Who knew
there was a
house was on the
sinkhole?
fucking on a fault line
At a
in the
fault
video.
line. In the video, right?
The video
Sounds about
fault
right.
line.
Sounds about
Yeah.
right. They put
That's
us
my
all
life.
there.
I know, right?
Yeah. No, again, shout out to Chino's out there in the
Yeah, for
oil
real.
field working. Hopefully he'll be on next week
Hell
with
yeah.
us. Shout out to the What It Do podcast, continuing to grow, continuing
Yeah,
to put out shows every week constantly. I'm becoming big fans of theirs.
Yeah?
That's why I already was, but even bigger fans. Proud of them, doing what they have to do,
They
doing
have
what they
been
do.
doing-
Consistency.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not consistent.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry to all our fans.
This is our hobby.
This is what we do for fun.
That's right.
Yeah, and
Well, they do it for fun. They're just a
Yeah.
little bit more consistent with fun.
yeah, a little more organized. Got a
Yeah.
little bit more guests. It's okay.
Do you want to be more organized?
I don't know if I can be.
Yeah.
Man, one thing at a time, man.
know, baby steps,
why,
right?
why? My whole life's not organized.
Yeah,
and I
we-
will get my podcast organized. Come on, priorities.
We've been doing this for 3 years.
Is it almost 4 years?
Oh, is- dang,
4
yeah.
years. It's gonna be
Dang,
4 years.
oh my goodness.
Hey, August coming up is our
Yeah,
birthday.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
dang, we even forgot that.
4 years.
That's
and
how
30
organized we are. We don't
4
forget.
years. Yeah, we don't even give a fuck. We should have been no fucks.
No fucks podcast.
Podcast.
Shout out to T.
Yeah. Shout out to T.
T Fields. Shout out to them. Again, shout out to everyone that continues to listen to our show.
Thank
Be
you.
sure to follow us on Facebook. If you haven't already found us on Facebook, on social media, Instagram, Snapchat, go ahead and give us a follow,
Snaps.
give us a like. Share your ratings with us. Share it with your friends and family. That's just to grow the exposure. Give us a reason to continue to do this, right?
Golly,
And those that do listen to us already, that
we
do
love
follow
you.
us, this is why we're doing it,
That's
right?
right.
We got motivation
Yeah.
because of you.
Motivation Monday.
Yeah, there you
Remember,
go.
now 30. Do it now.
Do it now. Do it
What
now.
about?
You got any shout outs?
I don't, man. I just want to say
Yeah.
thank you for everyone that just kind of listens to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know that there's some people that don't really tell anybody that they listen to it, but they listen to us.
They
Thank
know.
you.
They know
Thank
us.
you.
They know
Thank
who you are.
I want to talk about all the little people
That I stand out.
that I stand out on. No, but that's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, shout out again to everyone across the world, across the United States, across this great state of Texas.
Hell
And
yeah.
shout out to people here in West Texas and San Angelo.
Let's go.
Shout out to you. We'll see y'all next week.
Laters. Peace.